right, Toronto. You ever woke up drunk and naked in your neighbor's car? Oh, it's just me. Well, I said it's a rock and roll show. This is a rock and roll song about waking up in your neighbor's car and you don't know how you got there. It goes like this.
No, there's nothing really too conscious. Like, I don't like the songs on the record are very much like those are just the songs we were playing live, and for whatever reason, people that came to the shows were into those songs, and so those are the songs we put on the record. Again, we're not really commenting on anything. We're just kind of like putting on shows, and people seem to have been responding, and we wanted to put on shows for those people. That's really all it is.
Documenting as opposed to commenting.
Oh, for sure, yeah. No, there's not a lot of commentary on the record. There's not a lot of like, here's how you should live your life kind of bullshit. There's a lot of like, well, here's what the fuck happened.
Here's how you shouldn't live your life.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of like, well, this was fucked up, but it happened, so it's okay, I guess, you know, whatever. There's actually a certain kind of like freedom in that, though, you know? Like that everyone could, like, I think that's part of what people respond to at shows is that they feel like, well, fucked up shit happens and it's okay. And not all our songs are about horrible, heartbreaking moments or something. Some are just kind of funny. And then people miss the humor sometimes, and you want to be, and they'll be like, you wrote this song and it's about like, do you really believe happiness is overrated? And you're like, I mean, sometimes I kind of think you're an idiot for asking that question, but otherwise, you know, that's not your next question, is it? Good, okay. So these are the bunks on the bus. This is where you sleep at night. You know, this is my bunk, and I sleep here. And then what you do is you close the curtain. It's actually quite dark. It's actually the back lounge, Steven.
All right, this is the back lounge. This is our closets. This is where clothes.
This is what I'm gonna wear tonight, but you can't see it.
I don't know. Yeah, and this is our toilets, our bathroom. Mikkel's about to come out.
We're definitely not rock stars.
How do you?
Yeah, like this band is almost like started to like explode the idea. I mean, we never thought we'd be that big, so it was sort of like almost as a joke originally. Like, let's just do everything anti-rock star. Like, we're not gonna get up and posture about whatever. We're not gonna have some huge pageantry about who we are. We're just gonna try and give everything back that everyone gives to us. And that was always the philosophy. It's still the philosophy. We played for Boston the other night. We played for like 2,000 people after the show. We all walked out in the audience and we were just talking to people for a while. And we do that almost every night. Just because like all the bullshit that you hear about in music, you know, the lore of rock and roll, it doesn't really exist. Like, it existed for Led Zeppelin for 2 years in the 70s, and for like Motley Crue for about a year and a half in the 80s. Otherwise, it's just bullshit, and everyone's just trying to maintain this idea that that's this like whole rock posture is true. It doesn't really exist. The most interesting things that ever happen in music happen between the ears of somebody listening to their favorite song. Like, and it's the ideas that it conjures, it's the emotion that it conjures, it's the sense of relevance and communication and kindred spirit that it conjures. The rest of it is just bullshit. It's folklore, and so. For us, it was always about exploding that idea in whatever little way. And at this point, you know, if we have a chance to explode it in some large way, we'll explode it. I would love to fucking, like, be on the cover of Rolling Stone, like, win a Grammy, blah, 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 and just be like, hey, this is all bullshit.
All right, this is our little gift to Toronto right here. We're gonna do a little cover song. Come on. This is a song about the second time your band ever went to Toronto. This magical moment, so different and so new, was like any other. Until I met you, and then it happened. You know that it took me by surprise. I knew that you felt it too. I could see it by the look in your eyes. Sweeter than wine, softer than a summer's night. Everything I want.
Well, if you look at like people who are really successful, they tend to be the most humble. The people who are like real arrogant pricks are like bands that had like a song or a record or a time or a press campaign or something.
And they end up getting really bitter about it, like.
And they're just like, and they're trying to maintain some like idea of themselves.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to like, I mean, if the band went away tomorrow, I'd just go write books and hopefully make some folk songs. And every one of us in our own way, we just kind of care and realize that's okay. You know? It doesn't change anything that much.
Yeah, and I think that anybody's this larger than life persona, especially like at the end of the day, you're a fucking rock and roll band. I mean, like, come on, get it together.
I hate to summarize it all so easily. Like, it's all about the music, but I don't know. It kind of is. It's about your connection to it. It has nothing to do with what people are fucking wearing on stage or what they're doing on stage or whatever. It's about what you get out of the music. It's
that
what you
moment
connect
ends
to.
the minute the show ends. That moment's over. But like you're about as good as the moment you can create on stage that night. And the second you like the next night you think you're like some hot shit person as a result of it, you're just fucking wrong. You know what? You could be like a hot shit lawyer and like do a lot of blow and fuck your secretary and cheat on your wife and be an asshole and like who cares? You know, you make $500,000 a year and think that you're hot shit. It really doesn't matter what career. Like this is just one of many. And like everything else, you still have to like be a real person and not be an asshole. What are you doing here? I say you can come back here. Where's your pass? You're not a girl. Get out of my fucking sight line. Get out of my sight line.
I'll be like, look, guys, the strippers are here, and then they'll be all disappointed.
Can you splice these two? Can you splice these two together so it's like an honest answer and then like.
So I want you to dance with me.
It's like I can imagine the guys in the studio and they're just like, it's just these boneheaded fucking riffs, and then they're like, how do we talk about fucking in this chorus? And then they're like, yeah, and then they're like, why don't we just say girls, girls, girls? And they're like, oh, perfect. What should be the next? What should be the next line? Dancing real crazy on the Sunset Strip. Oh, okay. And then it's like, good. If you want to take some beers, go ahead.
Any
You're not. Your red light's not on.
You guys get the sweetest spread, man?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Tostitos, bananas.
Tropicana.